Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Die for Everett coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model. Today I'll be doing a review on the Gemini Jets Aeromexico Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner in their current livery in a 1/200 scale model. This is actually my 6th Aeromexico model that I purchased from Troy's Toys, whose store is located in Overland Park, Kansas in the United States of America, and his website is www.troystoysinc.com. But first, allow me to share with you some information about the history of how Aeromexico came into existence before I go into details of this model, if you would please. Aeromexico is a Latin American-based airline that was established as Aeronaves de Mexico on September 15, 1934 by the late Antonio Diaz Lombardo, and the airline's first plane was a Stinson SR. The late Julio Censor actually piloted the first inaugural maiden flight, which flew from Mexico City, Mexico to Acapulco, Mexico on September 14, 1934. Then fast forward to February 1972, when the airline changed its name from Aeronaves de Mexico to what has become known today as Aeromexico. Then fast forward to October 1st, 1988. That's when Aeronaves de Mexico SADCV was created using the trade name Aeromexico and the emblem of the Eagle Warrior. The headquarters of Aeromexico is located in the Colonial Cuauhtémoc section of Mexico City, Mexico, while the airline's main hub and base of operations is located on the grounds of Mexico City International Airport, which is located approximately 3.1 miles east of downtown Mexico City, while the airline also has a secondary hub that's located on the grounds of Monterrey International Airport, which is located in the Apodaca section of Monterrey, Mexico. And the focus cities of Aeromexico are located at Cancun International Airport, located in Cancun, Mexico; Guadalajara International Airport, located in Guadalajara, Mexico; and Tijuana International Airport, located in Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico. And Aeromexico also has a United States Administrative Office that's located in Houston, Texas. Aeromexico also flies to 84 destinations in 25 countries throughout Mexico, North America, South America, Central America, the Caribbean, Europe, and Asia, with an operating fleet of 71 aircraft, which consists of 17 Boeing 737-700s, 37 Boeing 737-800s, 3 Boeing 777-200ERs, 9 Boeing 787-8 Dreamliners, and 5 Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliners, including this one. And in addition to the 71 aircraft that's currently operating in the Aeromexico fleet, the airline also has unfulfilled orders for an additional 69 aircraft, which includes 60 of the next generation Boeing 737 MAX 8s and 9 Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliners. And those aircraft, as we speak, are currently on back order and are awaiting delivery. And as of October 2017, or at the time of this video review posting, Aeromexico currently operates as a certified 3-star airline carrier, according to the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine. Now let's take a look at the front of the box. You see here, you see the Gemini 200 decal right there in gold, the Aeromexico logo, the Aeromexico title, as well as the Sky Team logo here, the computer generated picture of the aircraft type, and then there's the item number, the model information there at the lower part of the box. Now you're looking at the back of the box, you see all the Gemini Jets information right there, the Boeing official license product decal, as well as their social media page of Facebook, where you can go there and get information about this model or any of the models you might be interested in there as well. Now you're looking at the top of the box, you see here the Gemini 200 decal right there, as well as the warning information there as well. As well as the bottom of the box, you see here the Gemini 200 decal, as well as some more information right there. You can pause and read that if you like. Now you're looking at the left side of the box, all the information right there, the computer generated picture of the aircraft type, and then there's the item number right there as well. And this is the right side of the box, the same information you saw on the left side of the box that I showed you previously. Okay, I got it at looking at the front of the box, laying down, and the reason I got it here is a flap right here. So I'm gonna flap this up right here and flip that, and what you see there, inside there, you see the model, the gear replacement package, and the model stand there. I'm gonna take all that out momentarily and let you get a better view of it. In the meantime, I'll let you see all the information on the flap. Check it out. Alright, and this is the inside the flap here that I open up right there. You can pause to read that information if you like. In the meantime, I'm gonna keep this moving. Let's get it rolling. Okay, I finally took the model and all that other stuff, all this out of the box right here. This is what you see. It's partial plastic and it's partial foam. I'm gonna take the partial plastic off right here. There's the information right there. And what you see there is the model stand, and the gear replacements. Okay. Now looking at the model stand, it came with the model stand, the model, what have you. Sorry about that. This little wooden thing right here, and then that little black pattern right there. You see there, that pattern will prevent your model from being damaged and scratched, resulting in paint loss, what have you. That's what that black pattern there is for. And at the time of this video review posting, JC Wings and Gemini Jets, I think they're getting ready to do away with the wooden stand. They're just going to go to the metal ones like in-flight. Some of y'all already gave y'all opinion on that, which I already did a review on that. I think they need to keep the wooden model stand on certain models, such as the 787s, the 777s, you know, what have you. Only one I can really see them doing the metal ones is on the 330s and the 340 models. But other than that, they need to just leave these right here, you know what I'm saying? Okay, now you're looking at this plastic bag here, and what you see inside this plastic bag is the gear replacement doors, featuring two little toothpicks that'll take the gear replacement doors out for alternative. Please stay tuned as I go into details for the purpose of these gear replacement doors for this unique model. Okay, with all that information out of the way about the history of Aeromexico, how they came to existence, all the details here on this box, including the flap, the packaging, as well as the model stand and the gear replacements. With no further ado, folks, here is the model. Check it out. There it is, everyone. The Gemini Jets Aeromexico Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner in their current livery in a 1/200 scale model. Allow me to share you some information about the Aeromexico Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner, sorry about that, and how it became a game-changing aircraft for the Latin-based carrier as we speak. Aeromexico actually became the second Latin American carrier after LATAM Airlines group to acquire this prestigious state-of-the-art aircraft, as Aeromexico took delivery of their first of 14 Boeing 787-9s that the airline had placed orders for as a package deal on July 25, 2012, and the airline's first Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner, which bears the registration ship number XA-ADL, which was actually painted in a special Quetzalcoatl livery at a special ceremony that was held at the Boeing Delivery Center facility located in Everett, Washington on October 11, 2016. Then made its actual debut shortly thereafter when Aeromexico's first inaugural flight on this aircraft took place on November 5, 2016, when Aeromexico officially began utilizing this aircraft on their Mexico City to London-Heathrow Route, replacing the Boeing 777-200ER that was previously utilized on this route, as Mexico City and Tijuana will most likely become the international gateway bases for this aircraft type, with the lion's share of their Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliners will mostly operate out of their Mexico City hub. Aeromexico has ordered a total of 14 Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliners to add to their fleet, as this aircraft will eventually become the aircraft that will ultimately replace the airline's current Boeing 777-200ERs, as the Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner is destined to become the airline's official flagship jetliner for the Mexico City-based airline in the foreseeable future. Now let's talk about the livery you see displayed on this aircraft. Aeromexico adopted a new corporate identity sometime in 2007, which included a new livery makeover, and this livery has been the airline's signature livery look ever since 2007. So with all that information out of the way, how they acquired this aircraft, which become a game changer for the carrier, as well as this nice little livery here, which definitely fits this aircraft model. So with no further ado, let's get down to business and allow me to show you all the details on this aircraft model. Shall we? Let's go. Check it out. Now you're looking at the starboard. You're looking at the port side of this aircraft, where you see the nose gears right here, the nose gear struts, the nose gear door featuring the partial registration ship number 183. You see the pedal tubes and the static port right here, the nose cone, the windshield wipers over here, the cockpit windows, and then that logo right there, folks, what you see there is the SkyTeam logo. And Aeromexico joined the SkyTeam Alliance as one of the 4 founding members, along with Air France, Delta, and Korean Air, on June 22, 2000, which consists of 20 airline members from 5 inhabited continents. And then you see the nice little red cheat line right here across the aircraft. Alright. And then you see the Aeromexico title right here. And then the Mexican flag decal right here next to the Aeromexico title. This flag decal represents the country where Aeromexico currently operates from as the national flag carrier for the country of Mexico. Now you're looking at the inboard landing lights right here on the edge of the wing right here, and the little 3 little dots inside a little plastic deal there, which I find is very realistic and detailed. Okay, we're still on the port side still, where you're looking at these nice little massive engines right here. And these are the General Electric Gen X 1B engines that Aeromexico selected to use on this particular Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft. And you also see the engine cones right here, which is detailed. And then the sawtooth pattern right there at the end of the engine. The purpose of the sawtooth pattern is to reduce noise and also improve fuel efficiency at the same time. Sorry about that. Now I'm going to turn this aircraft model around, let you see the turbo fan blades, and they do spin. Check it out. Now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the port side, featuring the engine stripes right there. And I mentioned the turbo fan blades do spin. Perfect. And then you're looking at the bogie landing gears here on the port side, as well as the bogie gear struts and the bogie gear door. And then there's the inboard landing light right there as well. Now you're looking at the engines on the starboard side, featuring the engine stripes right there, and the turbo fan blades spin over here as well. Check it out. And then there's the inboard landing light right there on the edge of the wing here on the starboard side, as well as the landing bogie gears here on the starboard side, the bogie gear struts, and the bogie gear door there as well. Okay, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft, where you got a better visual view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers here, the nose cone, the nose gear struts, as well as the nose gear lights inside the nose gears doors there as well. Okay, and behind these Gen X engines, you got a better visual view of the bogie gears here on the port side, the bogie gear struts, and then there's the landing gear door there as well. Okay, now you're looking at the rake wingtip on the edge of the wings right here. It's kind of curve off with there, as well as the red navigation light display there near the rake wingtip. Now we're at the back of the aircraft on the port side still, where you see the AFT boat bin door right here, and then you see the Dreamliner decal right there underneath the windows here near the registration ship number. Okay, if you didn't know, this aircraft was actually given the name Dreamliner in July 2003 after a public naming competition was held for the 7E7, in which this aircraft was originally named. The E was said to have stood for various things such as environmentally friendly or efficiency. However, Boeing later revealed that the E actually stood for 8, and after casting approximately 500,000 votes in more than 160 countries around the world, the Dreamliner was the favorite choice name for this aircraft, and was officially given the name the Boeing 787 Dreamliner in January 2005, as this decal can be seen on most of the 787s that are currently flying today, as Aeromexico is one of many airlines that's currently operating this unique state-of-the-art aircraft in both variants. Alright, and right next to the Dreamliner decal and above the AFT boat bin door, you see the registration ship number N183AM. Registration ship number N183AM. This is Aeromexico's second Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft to enter the carrier's fleet, and the first test flight on this aircraft took place on November 7, 2016, and was delivered to Aeromexico on November 21st, 2016. Alright, we're at the back of the aircraft here on the port side still. You see the nice little cheat line right here, light blue, and then the rest of it's dark blue right here, including the tail, and then the tip of it red there as well. Now let's check out the Aeromexico logo that's displayed here on this tail here. This is Aeromexico's logo, which is actually called an Aztec Eagle Warrior. And the Aztec Eagle Warrior were a special class of infantry soldiers whose people were certain ethnic groups of the Aztec society of central Mexico who dominated large parts of Mesoamerica from the 14th to the 16th centuries. We're at the back of the aircraft, still on the port side, where you see the strobe light right here by the horizontal stabilizer. And then right here, this is called the APU exhaust, which stands for Auxiliary Power Unit. And there's a hole there, which is very detailed. Perfect. Now you're looking at the rear view angle of the Aeromexico Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner from the rear view angle. Well, now we're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the starboard side. We see the nose gears right here, nose gear struts, the nose gear door featuring the partial registration ship number on it, 183. You see the pedal tubes, the static port right here, the nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit window, the Sky Team logo, the front cargo container door, the Aeromexico title, the red cheat line that's going here across the aircraft, as well as the Mexican flag decal right there as well. Alright, now look at the inboard landing lights right here, as well as the Gen X 1B engines here in detail, featuring the sawtooth pattern right there, the engine cones right there, as well as the bogey gears here on the starboard side, the bogey gear struts, and the bogey gear landing doors there as well. Now you're looking at the rake wingtip here on the starboard side, featuring the green navigation light there as well. Nice. Now you're looking at the aircraft, starboard side, the rear part of the aircraft, where you see the rear cargo container door, the Dreamliner decal, the registration ship number, the blue cheat line, as well as the rest of the tail here is dark, featuring the red tip of the tail, the registration ship number, and the Aeromexico, which is the Aztec Eagle Warrior head there as well. And now you're looking at the strobe light on the starboard side there, right by the horizontal stabilizer. And then there's the APU exhaust hole right there, the auxiliary power unit exhaust hole. Okay, before I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model and the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model, I'm allowed you to see one feature, which is the rolling gears, and they do roll pretty good. Yeah, all right, no problem. Even tilts as well. See, it's tilting by itself. The nose gear, it even swivels a little bit. Impressive. So, with that said, allow me to show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model. Check it out. Okay, we're going to start at the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft. So you see the nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit window, the power escape hatch door, escape hatch door number 1, the silver anti-collision beacon light. On all 787, they got the silver anti-collision beacon light instead of the red one. The Aeromexico titles on both sides, a high-frequency antenna, the Mexican flag decal on both sides, the satellite communications antenna right there. Escape hatch door number 2. That's the Wi-Fi box in 3D. Emergency escape hatch door number 3. A couple more high frequency antennas. The vertical stabilizer, and then there's the horizontal stabilizers here and here. And the little dots you see here on the horizontal stabilizer over here, as well as over here, those are the illuminator lights that light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime. Now let's check out the wings on this side. No wing walkway, but you got the flaps, slats, ailerons, and spoilers. You see the no step warning information there across the wing. There's the Gen X 1B engine right there from the aerial bird's eye view, the engine stripe. You see the registration ship number here, the fuel dump valve there, and then there's the rake wing tip here on this side. Now let's check out this side, folks. No wing walkway, but you got the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. The no step information across the wing. The Gen X 1B engine here on this side, featured the engine strike, and then you come over here, the fuel dump valve there, as well as the rake wing tip on this side. Now let's check the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model. There's the nose cone. I don't know what that is. Closed nose gear door. The open nose gear door featuring the partial registration ship number on there, 183. The nose gear. Then we come up here. The silver anti-collision beacon light here under the belly. The hole where the stand goes in at. The Gemini Jets logo. A high frequency antenna there. And what's missing here is the APU housing door. They usually have them right there. I don't know why they got them there, but it is what it is. There's the horizontal stabilizers there. Now let's check out the gears. There's a little challenge with this one. Yeah, it tilts a little bit. It's a little challenging, stuck, but it's all good. See the engines here, very detailed here, on point. The registration ship number N183AM, the fuel dump valve, and the rake wing tip. Let's check on this side. Gears on point there. The engine, fuel dump valve here, and the rake wing tip on this side. Now, since I'll show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in detail, now I'm going to put it on that nice little wooden stand that you see there that came with the model. So with no further ado, here is the model on the stand. Check it out. Okay, fine, got this model on the stand with no problem, no hesitation. You see it in the takeoff landing position here on the port side, with the wings flexing there, the nice little engines, everything on point here. Okay, now you're looking at the front angle of this aircraft in the takeoff landing position there, with the gears on point, that the wings are flexing a little bit. The Gen X engines here on the port side, as well as the starboard side there as well. Now you're looking at this model from the takeoff landing position on the starboard side, how the wings are flexing there a little bit. And finally, looking at this model from the tail cam angle in the takeoff landing position. Awesome. Alright, before I take this model off the stand completely, I got in this position for a reason, and the reason is the gears. I'm going to go ahead and take them off. These retractable gears, detachable. Check it out. That's the nose gear. They are retractable, as I said. There. The gears here on the port side. There. Made magnetic as well. And the gears here on the starboard side. Pow, awesome. So now, since I got all the gears off this model, I'm gonna let you see this model in flight mode and a different angle. Check it out. All right, finally got the gears off here. Now you're looking at it in flight position. Now you got one or two options from this point on if you want to display your model. Option number one is you want to continue to display it like that. That's fine. You see these gear replacements here in this bag featuring the two little toothpicks. That's the purpose of these gear replacement doors, is to substitute your gears while you display your model in flight mode. Or you can do option number two, which I highly recommend. Keep your gears on, like in a takeoff landing position. Gears up, gears down, don't matter, your choice. I choose to keep mine on there for the fact it adds more value to the model. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and put these gears back on this model, take this model stand, and go ahead and wrap up this model review with the seating configuration and where to utilize this aircraft. Okay, let's roll. Okay, now let's check out the seating configuration. Okay, the Aeromexico Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner seats 274 passengers in a 3-class configured cabin layout. Here's the breakdown, everyone, from rows 1 to 10, which will be from here to about right here. You have 36 Class A Premier Business Class flatbed seats. Rows 12 to 15, which will be from here to about right here. You have an additional 27 AM Plus class seats. On a side note, there's no row 13 on this aircraft. And row 16 to 40, which will be from about right here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You have an additional 211 main cabin economy class seats, which brings a total of 274 seats. And finally, Aeromexico currently utilizes their Boeing 787-9s on routes from their hub in Mexico City to worldwide destinations such as London-Heathrow, Madrid, Spain, Paris, Charles de Gaulle, Amsterdam, New York, JFK, Los Angeles, Santiago, Chile, Tokyo, Narita, Tijuana, Mexico, Shanghai Pudong via Tijuana, Mexico, and Sao Paulo, which will begin on January 9, 2018. Well, folks, this concludes this model review. Please rate and subscribe, and let me know if you got this model or you plan on getting this model. I highly recommend this model if you can get it. It's still available, folks. So, with that said, take care. God bless. Stay tuned. There's more model content coming. Peace.